Hey, I'm Shakira Black and this video is about books that I devoured in May and slightly in June as well. So first up, I'm going to talk about an ebook that I read which was sent by a friend. It's called Winged Angels by Lee Kennedy. It's a selection of short stories that have sort of fantasy, science fiction, futuristic, dystopian elements, some in the past. I did really enjoy it and do recommend it. I will put an image up on the screen so that you can see what the book is. Yeah, I did really like it. And the thing is, obviously with short stories, you know, you can sort of like pick it up and put it down, and it's easier to keep track of the story than a novel. Oh, I'm tired. Right, so next up is another book. It's obviously it's another book. It's an audiobook that I listened to this month from the Eve series. And this book is the third book in the series, I think definitely the last, called Rise. It's by Anna Carey. Basically, it's quite similar to The Handmaid's Tale. Girls are subjected to mistreatment. They are used as wombs, to be quite honest. And yeah, I did really enjoy it, and or at least I enjoyed the first couple. I struggled to read this one. I've had it for a couple of years now and I've just not got around to it, and I thought, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to listen to it. So I did listen to it. I didn't really enjoy it because I'd lost the momentum because it was too long between books. But obviously the series is done now, so you could quite easily go and get the books and marathon them together, and therefore you will have more of a understanding as it goes, whereas like the big gaps and stuff just made it not quite gel for me. Okay, so next up is another audiobook, and it's Dreadnought by April Daniels, which is the first book in the Nemesis series. It's about a transgender woman who is, girl, who is also a superhero. I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. It is very good. The author herself is a transgender woman, so it is very written from the point of view of someone that is transgender. There was few characters in it that I would have actually liked to slap because they were not very nice. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'll do these now. Right, so the rest are physical copies. So first up is the Magisterium series, the Iron Trial by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. This is similar to Harry Potter, really. This boy goes to a magic school and he makes friends there with a boy and girl, and they form a team. And you know, sort of like they get to know the world and everything, and they get to start testing themselves and getting to learn how to work with their powers. So yeah, I did really enjoy it. Yeah, I've got the other two books. I think there's a fourth one at least as well that's possibly just come out or is going to come out soon. So I'm going to read the other two quite quickly, I hope. Well, the library books, so I'm going to have to. But yeah, I did really enjoy this. Obviously, Holly Black and Cassandra Clare are well-known YA authors, so you know, if you've not read it, then it's worth getting. So next up is another school story, and it's The School of Good and Evil by Soman Shamini, and I've definitely butchered that name. Basically, these two girls are kidnapped, and the blonde one thinks that she'll go to the School of Good, and that her friend with black hair will go to the School of Bad. The blonde one thinks that she'll be a princess and that her friend will be a witch. doesn't work out like that. I did really enjoy it. I don't know if I read the other stories. I would have preferred if this had just been more of a standalone, but it's not. I think there's at least 2 more books, but yeah. Okay, next up is a book called Take Back the Stars by Lucy Saxon. I really like this cover, and I saw the cover and I was like, oh, that looks really good. And I read the back and I thought, that sounds really good. I'm not 100% enamoured on this book. To me, it was a typical romance. Girl stows away on ship, and eventually she falls in love with a man who falls in love with her. But it was set in the future in like a dystopian. But it was alright. But I just think there could have been a lot more done with it than there actually was. So yeah, try it. You never know, you might like it. I did like it. I just think it could have been a lot better. Okay, so next up is The Shadow Queen by C.J. Redwine. This is a Snow White retelling. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, we all know the story of Snow White, and it follows pretty much the story just with nuances. But yeah, I did really enjoy this, and it is worth getting. I've got the second book, which they're both standalones, but companion novels to each other. The Wish Granter, which is there, which is about Rumpelstiltskin, but set in the same world. I'll be reading that soon. But yeah, this was good. I did like it. Last up, and definitely not least, because this is my favourite book that I've read this last month, and to be quite honest, it's probably my favourite book that I've read for some time, and this is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torr. Basically, this is about a girl that never leaves her home. She hasn't left her home for 3 years, and she also hasn't killed anyone for 3 years. She has urges to kill people. She has not a friend, someone that she's never met physically, but she gets him prescriptions sent to her so that he can have them, and in return he locks her front door at night so she can't get out and hurt anyone. In her flat, she does webcam work, taking her clothes off and performing and stuff, and that's how she gets paid. So yeah, and the thing is, there's one of her clients is acting strangely, and then she hears about a girl going missing and she thinks it's the client, so she decides to leave her home to find him. So yeah, I like this so much that I've actually ordered the other 2 books from the library. That is definitely one that I would go for. It is very risque. It is, I would say, if it's not porn, then it's extremely close to porn, and the only reason it's not porn is because of the psychological aspects, and to be honest, it is porn, and it is erotica, and it did make me cringe a few times, but yeah, I did really like it, and not for the salacious nature, but the fact that she was this person that had a desire to kill, and she was taking steps to make sure that she couldn't kill anyone by staying in a home, making it so that she couldn't quarantine in herself, so that she couldn't hurt anyone else. So yeah, I do definitely recommend this. Of all of them, I do definitely recommend this. It is a very good read. Okay, so that's my books that I've read in May and some of June. Okay. Bye.